Carrageen. Well, it's like seaweed. I was explaining this somewhere. In Ireland, it's an incredible thickening agent used in some desserts and some different soups and stews, etc. And what it is a seaweed, or moss is what it's called, sea moss. And they dry it out. And then they actually, for this particular purpose, they do other things with it, but for this purpose, after they dry it out, they grind it, and it's sort of a great thickening agent like we would use cornstarch or arrowroot here. And we're going to make a pudding done in that style using Carrageen as the thickening for this pudding. All right, so here we go. Check this out. We're going to use equal portions of milk and whipping cream. Then we're going to flavor that. We're going to flavor it with cardamom. That's these seeds right here. Okay? Star anise. A cinnamon stick. And then we split a vanilla bean. And you want to scrape inside of the vanilla bean to get the vanilla pod. People just think if you use a vanilla bean and just throw it in there without splitting it and getting the seeds out, that it's going to, you're losing the whole deal that way. We bring this up just about to a boil. Remember, keep your eye on it unless you want to, like, redecorate your house. Or perhaps your neighbor's the fire department, because it will catch on fire. So be very careful when you're working with milk and cream on the stove. Once it comes up to temperature, we turn it off, and you want to let it steep for at least 30, preferably 45 minutes to get all of that vanilla flavor, star anise, cardamom, cinnamon. At that point, you strain it. Now, you see all the vanilla bean seeds in there? See all the beans? You got to make sure you get all of them out. All right, so now I have the base. Now, Carrageen, that's what this is here, which is going to actually thicken this up now. We're going to add a little bit of that. A little sugar. All right, now what we're going to do is add a little bit more. And look, you whisk it in. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to strain it one more time. You with me so far? Now, good to the last drop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little ramekins and fill them up. 325, 330 degrees. No, you don't have to do that because we have Carrageen. We're going to pour them inside of our little ramekin, and then we're going to refrigerate them. And it's going to make a pudding. Took a little whipping cream and a little powdered sugar and a little cocoa, made a little chocolate whipped cream, and I'm going to add to that a little Baileys. Just a little Baileys in there. Now, you go to the refrigerator to get your pudding. Let me show you a trick. You want to use a knife. Go around the sides without destroying the pudding. And then you can try to turn, invert it. Now, if that happens, you can get a little warm water and just kind of work the warm water a little bit for about 10 or 15 seconds, and it should invert, okay? So we're going to take that with some of that chocolate whipped cream, flavored with that Baileys, and we're going to take a little bit of chocolate shavings and just kind of do a little of that, okay? And there you have it. It's that simple, okay? Really, really tasty.